It's my pleasure to introduce the Dr. Sumukha S. from the Central University of the Karnataka. The title of his talk is The Combinatorial Architecture of the Ancient Indian Prosody. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you once again for the organizer. I see ISQGD and Swapnil in particular. So, Swapnil, as you told, instead of giving a general talk, I thought of giving one particular topic in little bit elaboration. So, I think even the last the speaker has touched this topic of many aspects of this topic. So there, that will be in a way helpful for me so that I can go little fast that section. Uh, my main focus of this talk is one text that is the Chandra Shastra of Pingala. So that is written in 300 BC, around 300 BC. So it has a variety of different thing. Why this text is, obviously, like none of the texts what mostly talked about was mathematical texts purely, because either they are related to astronomy or related to astrology. Both are same at that time, or related to something to do some kind of business or some kind of things. But there was some particular reason. In a way, they are all applied in the sense that it is made for something or the other. Although, like for example, this Chandra Shastra, Pingala wrote this. This is a thesis about the different chandas. What is chandas? Let's come to that in a minute. But why he wrote is like to codify regarding the poetry which is existing. It's not like he started it. He's actually like a codifying what was there before. So it's not like before that there was no chandas. He was the one who was making it in a more formal way, or like a codifying things which was already there. It's like a finding writing a thesis on what existing topics. Okay, so but the thing is, he has some questions which are out of Chandas. That is not particularly required to Chandas Shastra, but out of curiosity, he asks those questions. Let's see how the things are there. As I told, it's a 300 BC, but this text is actually the on Chandas, which is also known as one of the Vedanga. There are actually six Vedangas, if many people may know it. So among them, one is Chandas, like how to write in the what way we should pronounce the things of Veda is the question of, the chandas comes in later. All the after the Veda, like all the chandas in Sanskrit, all the poetry is, there will be some chandas. So even in the even now, at least as far as Kannada as well as Telugu, we write poetry in some chandas. Like at least 1 century back, people used to write like that. Now there are only few people who can write in with the chandas. What is the use of that chandas? Is it gives a beauty, because the way of writing, like how if you in the film, somebody is composing, there will be raga, right? The music will have raga. Some in modern music also have some beats in the film music, like raga for a music. For a poetry, there is chandas. So, as I told, the goal of his thesis was for the poetry. However, some questions were actually very interesting for mathematicians. Let's see how things are. Okay. Um, I think last author also explained this. How we start with? Initially, start with prastara. What is prastara? So, as previous also speaker also told, there are like we give two syllable. One is a short syllable, another one is a long syllable. This is common for I think other places also. Like what is short syllable? It takes just one matra. What is one matra time? So, saying e. This is one matra. Saying ka is two matra. So yeah, that's why like all raswa letters usually should take one matra. E, u, ru. So it's represented by like this. But in Kannada we represent by U shaped symbol nowadays. But initially, like it used to be represented like this, one line. And I'll tell you that consonant in a second. So two matra, it's again clear. When it's it should take the time. You see the time. E, ru, a, I, O, Au. All are taking longer time. These are long bits. So all bits are long, two bits. Hence, this is Guru. And the same way, there is Anuswara. There is a Visarga. Things are there. So there again, they will take a longer time, that means two matra time they will take, hence they are gurus. So what is this conjunct consonant? I will tell you in with this example to be clear instead of other than that. So actually see so in general what should happen? A should take a lagu, right? So but here what's happening? Next is gni. So it's a consonant consonant. Together, if you see how it's happening, the letter it's formed a g plus ni. There are three things: a, g, g. That there is no when swara with the g. There is just g is there and na plus e is there. So a, g, na, e. So agni is there. So together ag will take on guru. Hence because together without the swara also, that because there are two consonants, ag actually guru becomes 1 plus 1 2. Together we are putting one guru for it. So ni as well as before it's a raswa letter, so it's 1. So hence whenever it's the consonant consonant is there, the next the previous letter although it is lagu, we should put as guru. Hence agni will be guru followed by lagu. If it is just agi, then it would have been guru. Sorry, lagu, lagu. Lagu means one matra kala. Guru means two matra kala. Okay. So that's what I have here. So let's for a second, let's assume associate zero with lagu and guru, one with guru. We can associate. In the other way also there is. Doesn't matter. Just a symbol. So you can instead of 0 1 you can assign 1 0. It's okay. So you take a n string, instead of putting this like you can put as 0 1. So what it gives? So let's see one small thing. What whoever have studied the poetry, they would have learned this poem. This sutra. So at least me have learned during my high school in Kannada text. I have learned this sutra. Whoever have learned in Kannada medium definitely would have learned this sutra. I am sure that even Telugu people have learned. I don't know about the other languages. So what is that? Yamata Raja Bhanasalgam. There is a small typo I have made. This I couldn't because the typo is because I couldn't able to type Devanagari. So I copied this from somewhere and pasted. So that has a mistake. So it has carried forward. So it is a gum. This is not gum. It's gum. You see here. How would I put? Ya, lagu. Ya ma guru. Ta guru. Ra guru. Ja lagu. Bha guru. Na lagu. Sa lagu. La lagu. Gum. Together, it's ga is lagu. But however, this is a mistake. If you forget the mistake, it's ga is lagu. But gum together, it's guru. I want to clarify one thing. So when the people who pronounce Hindi, there is something called short deletion. It's a very recent phenomena. Hence, what they happens is usually it pronounce it as Ram instead of pronouncing Rama. The original pronunciation is when you write unless you have this halant, it's pronounced as Rama. It's not Rama, but not Ram also. It's Rama, Bhima, Yoga, Shraddha, Shraddha. That is Da is there. Okay. So like this. So hence that is one. Okay. If
Dr.
you have any
Sumukha,
doubt, huh?
can you on your video?
Oh, okay. So I can on my video. For that I need to, I think. Okay. Hmm. Is my video can you see my video? Is it visible?
Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Now you can continue.
Okay. So video is there, right? Okay.
Full
So
screen.
yeah. Okay. So now if yeah, lagu, ma, as I told, I have explained these things. Now what you do, you take three letters. Put the prastara for this. That means this is lagu, guru, guru. Now you take the second one. It starts from here. Ma, guru, guru, guru. You take third one. Guru, guru, lagu. You go like this. So this will generate very interestingly all possible prastara for three letters. So this is no, there is no repetition will not be there. Moreover, it will give you all possible prastar. There is only two way of getting it. This is one of the way. In fact, that is an interesting fact. So it will give you all the prastaras. If you, in fact, there is another interesting thing which I don't know whether should I go there. So if you come in write it in a circle, this 01 is same as this 01. So it is like a snake eating itself. But let me not go into those details. Okay, so as I told, if you put all those things, you'll have all combinations. Okay, and all eight combinations will be there. Um, so now, because like there are three letters, there are totally eight combinations. So each three combination, I mean each combination associated with one. I mean that there is a name called Gana. So Yagana, if it is called, I mean all are three, then it is called Maghana. All are Guru, then it's Magana. All are Lagu Nagana. All those things are there. First one Guru Bhagana. Second one first one Lagu Yagana, and so on. So there is a name. Why this is done for only for three? When the poetry is done, like now I will tell how you to write a poetry. Okay. So there are particularly two types of poetry. One is Akshara Rutta, second one is Matra Rutta. What is Akshara Rutta? The number of letters are fixed. Say it should have there may be four lines. Like Doha used to have two lines, right? Hindi. I mean, people can answer it. Hindi. I mean, I don't know much, but Doha is two line or four line. Doha means two line, right?
Yes, sir.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. So like that, like I mean, here it may be like mostly four lines. Sometimes it will be six line. For example, many Kannada chandas are of six line. So, for example, every line assume it we have like a 16 letters or 14 letters. Like that, it's fixed aksharut. And every letter, how it is fixed? Guru Lagu is fixed for every letter. Maybe it may be like a first Nagana should come, next Bhagana should come, next Tagana should come. Like that, it will be fixed. So then it will be Akshara Rutta. What is Matra Rutta? Here, the total number of letters are not fixed. However, total number of matras are fixed. Totally 16 matras or like a 10 matra should come. Every line should have a 10 matras. Or first line should have 10, second line by 6, 8, third line is say 10, fourth line is 8. It may be like this. I mean, then it will be, you may have different options. Like 10 letters, you may full R logo. If you full print is only 5 letters, 5 letters. If you R logo you put it, there will be 10 whole 10 letters are allowed because matra is fixed, not the letter. Now, I mean, again, there will be many other restriction. That's what I told. For mathematics, both are important. Some of the questions which he asks will not be having any poetic value because those things will not come in the poetry at all because there will be some restriction. So that possibility will not be there. But this guy, Pingala, asked even those questions because of the curiosity of mathematics. That's interesting. He never said it's related to mathematics. Okay, so let's just give me. I will let you. I will give you one example of Akshararutta. So it's a famous chandas of that's called Mandakranta. Probably Kalidasa himself started it. So there is a one Lakshana Sutra. Like all the chandas will have a one Lakshana Sutra. What is the Lakshana Sutra? This will summarize the chandas. If you know that sutra, you know the chandas. How is this? This is explaining Manda Kranta Jaladishadagai Bhaumnatauto Kuruchet. What does this say? So, I mean, there is something called yati. I am not going to it. So that means the yati means you need to stop at that place. There should be some virama at that place. For example, Mandakrant after four. Let's say, I mean, Jaladi. There are four Jaladis. Hence, it is after four. All those things are there. Okay. Anyway, after four there is a one stop. After six another stop because of Shadadi they are telling. After seven there was another stop. Okay, that's Parvata are there. Anyway, that is a different thing. I am not go into the Yati. But what is also saying? Manda Kranta Jaladeshadagai Bhaunatau to Guru Chet. You should saying Magana should come, Nagana should come, then next Tagana should come, next Tagana should come, next there are two gurus that are there at the end. Then it is Mandakranta. So interestingly, this is itself will be written in Mandakranta. That's the always the sutra padya will be like this always. In you take any chandas, the chandas sutra itself will be there in the chandas. Now assume by mistake, I mean it is translated orally right at that time. So assume by mistake I made a mistake. So I mean okay whatever. So instead of no I told Manda Kranta Jaladi Shadagai Bhau Tatauto Guru Chet I made a mistake. But say Swapnil he can re-verify whether I am although it has told by his somebody whether it is real or not. So whether there is a mistake because he can put a prasara for this again Lagu Guru he can put same Lagu Guru should come. For example, I'll tell you here. I think I have not put the Lagu Guru for this. Anyway, so if you put all the Lagu Guru, for example, ma, it's a but followed by a conjunct consonant. Hence, it is a Guru. Da, it's also Guru. Okay. Ra, anyway, Guru. So, Guru, Guru, Guru. So, I have told all three Gurus means, if you come here, all three Gurus means that is Magana. Hence, you are getting first one is Magana. That's what you're thinking. Mbhau na tauto. First one is Magana. Next, Bhagana should come. Now, you put a prasara for the, kra, ta. You'll get Bhagana. So, all those things you can come you can see by putting prastara for this itself, so there won't be mistake. So there is a error detection algorithm is there inside the chandas sutra itself. That's the beauty. So how this goes, I mean, I just put an example of Meghdota. This is very famous, one of the very famous poem of, I mean, the work of Kalidasa. I mean, he chose this sutra because there will be Yaksha will be there and Yakshi will be there. They are at a separate distance. So he will be initially he will be Manda, that will be slow. Then that Akran, that Saura will come very very fast. Hence it is it will go very fast. Initially there are many lagus, then gurus. All those things are there. Anyway, that's a nice thing. But I mean, let me just read out. I mean, you may feel interesting. That's what I am telling, because all these things I never read all these things because I am interested in Indian mathematics. No, I am interested in poetry, so I read on the way I read the mathematics related to this as, because I am also a mathematician. So let me just read out. कश्चित् कान्ता विरहगुरुणा स्वाधिकारात् प्रमत्तः शापेनास्तङ्गमित महिमा वर्षभोगेण भर्तृ यश्चक्रे जनकतनया स्नानपुण्योदकेषु स्निग्धच्छाया तरुषु वसतिं रामगिर्याश्रमेषु. So this, I mean, just by listening this, the person who is listening will be clear that this is Mandakranta. I need not say this poem is in Mandakranta. So people, I mean, the listening, you need not have to say this is in some Mohana Raga, this is in some Todi Raga. They need not have to say. Just by listening, the people who know some music will understand, right? In the same way, the person who knows this will understand this. This example of Mandakranta, if you put again the Prastara, it will be as I told initially, the all gurus will be there, all those things are there. I mean, first guru, two, this will be, lagus are there, hence all the ganas will come up. Okay. Second thing, I am not giving example. I mean, I mean, because I need to put an Kannada example sort of, but it will take time. So, what I'm telling is, as a, for example, a Bhamini Shetpadi, it has 6 line. How? First line, second line, third line, exactly the same way. Fourth, fifth, sixth should be there. Totally like the how the prastara should be there. It's, as I told, it's a matra rutta. I mean, this is a totally matra rutta. So matras are fixed. How? First three matra gana should become, three should come, next four should come, next three should come, four should come. How do you fill that three? It's up to you. Whether you fill two one guru and one lagu, two plus one three, or you can fill all lagu, one plus one three, or you can fill one lagu then guru. That is, all those things are in your hand. But there will be some other restriction there. For example, in Kannada there will be second Dvitiya prasa will be there. Second letter should be all same, in the sense ka should be, cha is coming means here also it should be cha only, related only, cha only, something else. Chi, it should be chi, it should be che, but it should be totally cha, or like that. And there are some other rules. Anyway, so that's not so important for our talk. Okay, so now the questions what he asks is, he first asks the question, how many ways you can fill a n you have given with n aksharas. So how can you syllables? How can you fill it? He asks, this is the first question he asks. As they have explained already, Sankhya. That's relating how to find out the total number of varieties. Again, mind you, this is not important for the poetry point of view, because there won't be a choice of this kind of question. How many ways of different way of fill it like that? Because there will be always rules, and no chandas will allow you free-handedly fill it in all different ways. So because there are some, I mean, chandas there, each chandas will put its own restriction, and the varieties will be reduced. But out of curiosity, he asked this question. Forget about all the rules. Just see how many different ways I can fill up the n syllable. See, there are assume there is only one syllable. Let's see. Either it's lagu or it's guru. There are two ways. Assume there are length of two. You can fill both lagus, one lagu, one guru, or one guru, one lagu, or both or guru. So there are totally four ways. Similarly, if you take three, we have already seen totally eight. All the ganas we have seen, right? There's totally eight. So different like that. Everything have totally 2 power n ways are there. That's what the Pingala says. Moreover, what he says very interestingly, he also gives connects with to the geometric series. If you have taken a n syllable, now from 1 to n, totally how many number of prastaras are possible? It's 1 and 2, 3, total n. How many number of prastaras are possible? It's just now if you see, this is geometric series. It is 2 plus 2 square plus next 2 cube and 2 power n. He answers also. He says total number of I mean, if you we know that the sum of geometric series is actually this equal to this one, right? So Pingala gives, if you want take a n and if you fill up all these things, the total possibility is 2 power n plus 1 minus 2. That's what he says directly. And he tells very interestingly how to compute this 2 power n. I mean, this is 2400 or 2300 to 400 years back. So what he says, how to compute 2 power n? I can compute 2 power n 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into, it will be totally n. I need to iterate this n times. Okay. But what he does is this. Um, he gives one nice algorithm. So, I mean, somewhere, I think the previous, the speaker himself, herself, somebody has, sometimes he has told about the Rupe Shunyam Riga, etc., etc. This comes in this algorithm. So, what is that? So, if you take any number n, you divide it by 2. I mean, don't do that. I mean, you take a number, whether you see whether it is a odd or even. If it is even, you then divide it by 2 and somewhere write 2 somewhere. You mark it somewhere. And if it is odd, subtract minus 1, write 0. You can continue this algorithm, whether it's odd or even, you can throw on continuing algorithm. At the end, you will end up having 1, then you subtract again 1 and you keep it as, keep it somewhere, that's all. Um, so after that, what you do, you will come back. You start from 0. I mean, instead of saying like this, better I will go with an example. It will be very clear and save my time. So you take 6. It's a even. You divide by 2 and mark 2 here. Now 3 remains. I have removed 1. 3 minus 1, 2. And mark, because it's odd, I have subtracted, marked 0. Now 2 is there, even. I divide by 2 and mark 2. Now again you come to 1. Then you it says mark 0. That's all. Over. Now, when you start back, you start with 2. If it is larger than, it will be 0. You start with this 2. First thing, it's 0 is there. I mean this 2 is there. Hence you need to square. Whenever 2 is there, you need to square. You start in the place of 0, you start with 2. Now you square it. 2 square become 4. Then if comes 0 comes, you multiply it by 2. So it become 8. So again, if you, there is again 2, hence you square it. So it is 64. So it's finding 2 power n. So he gives this algorithm. I mean, later, like 10th century, Halayuda explains it in his commentary called, I think, Mrita Sanjeevani. He explains this algorithm more because, like, he gives very short, like it's we don't know, Rupe Shunyam, like this. So, I mean, what it actually means, Halayuda explains after 1400 years. So very nicely, this the complexity. I mean, the computer science people will know the of algorithm. This is log n. Otherwise I need to put 2 into 2 into 2 into it is n. Complexity is n. This is just log n. So log n is so complexity less than the n, right? So I mean, even now the modern method, what it's called exponential by squaring, if you just google it, exponential squaring, that is the only way we can compute the easy, I mean the method which computer uses to calculate any power n, x power n. So that's, I mean, he's giving 2300 years back. I mean, out of that is also out of nowhere related to poetry. I mean, related to mathematics. He is talking about the poetry and he's saying this as a passing remark. He says a few mathematical things. Okay, anyway. So let's ask another question. It is also interesting. So, okay, I don't know whether I am going very slow. May somebody remind me the time, like,
Can you go really fast?
okay, okay. So, so how many ways we can fill in matra using the footing 1 and 2 is the question. That means either lagu or guru. Next, actually now instead of the total number of syllable fixed, instead of total number of matra is fixed. Say 20 or something like that. So how can I do? So if you, I have given the example. Okay, let's do 1. So I can fill only one lagu. There is no other choice. There is two matra. Then I can put two gurus, 2 lagus or one guru. There are no other choice. If it is 3, I can put all lagus or one guru, one lagu or one lagu, one guru. There are 3 choices. And similarly, if you go for 4, you will have 5 choices. Then if you go for 5, it will be 8 choices. Total, what you get? So probably you have seen this sequence somewhere. You see, 1, 2, 3, 5. Next will be you can get 8 choices. Have you seen? This sequence.
Fibonacci
This
sequence.
is Fibonacci sequence exactly. So why are you? How are you getting? Getting Fibonacci? In fact, Fibonacci calls it the Indian sequence. So why this is coming? This is actually again actually found in Virhanka. So how actually he comes is, so if you see, um, this is what I have told. So you will be having, you take let Vn be the number of ways of filling that n matras. Okay, so that is Vn. So now the last matra, last syllable, how can I fill? Either it may end at lagu or it may end at guru. If I end it, assume it ends at lagu, then how many choices are there? N matras should be filled totally. One lagu I have already filled. So totally n minus matras may need to be filled more. So Vn minus 1. Or it may end up to with guru. So if it ends with guru, 2 con. So totally n minus 2 matra should be filled. So it's V minus 2. Hence Vn is equal to Vn minus 1 plus Vn minus 2. Naturally, the recursive definition is coming for the sequence. That is as Virhanka found it later, Hemchandra found it, even the Gopala writes it. So people have found at different places. Okay, there is 600 C when Virhanka writes it. It's not that it was not there before. Okay. So let me, there are many things to say about these things, but again, as I'm already, I think, running out of time, I'll let you pass it. So, another thing, question, the next question. What is the question? Now, again, let's come back to the total number of syllable. It's 2 power n, we have told. Now, as the question that's Laga Kriya, they have already mentioned, how many exactly number of ways I can fill Guru is the question. Exactly how many, I want K Gurus exactly out of them, n in the how many ways I can do it is the question. So how it he answers again Pingle answer this way. This is one can do this deke example and you can try. So you start with one. Then how many gurus? It may be one way. So there is no other way. There is only one possibility, only one guru. So second thing, you'll be having zero means there's only one way, or like it's a one guru, one lagu guru, or like it is um both lagus. So again one way. So what you are getting? See, let me pass it again, short of time. So you are going to get all the possibilities of getting guru will be like this. So taking, this is total number of n. This is n. Say n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4. So that is the number fixed. So how many exactly? I want among the 4, I want exactly 3 gurus, this one. I exactly 3 lagus, this one. I want exactly 1 lagu, this one. Exactly 1 guru, this one. So like this. So why I am getting this is so-called Meru Prastara of this is the Meru Prastara of Pingala. This is also called Pascal triangle. I also mentioned. So why this is coming out? If you see that carefully, for example, here this is coming. How I am writing this? Everyone knows it. This I am writing adding previous two digits 1 plus 1 2. This is 2 plus 1 3, 2 plus 1 3, and 3 plus 1 4, and 3 plus 6 3 6. How I am getting this? If you want to put fill up n. Among n, if you want it to be k gurus or k lagus, um, one you fill it either guru with lagu. Assume if you have, I want k gurus, let's say. So if you already filled guru among last one you fill it. If you already filled guru, now I want k minus 1 gurus more. How many letters? One, since you have already filled one among n minus 1 letters syllables, I want k minus 1 gurus. Or you may have filled with lagu, then letters reduced, but guru you still want k gurus. So you either now the way of filling my getting k gurus out of n letters is same as getting k gurus in n minus letter and getting n minus 1 guru in k minus 1 guru is n minus 1 letter. So this recursion also, recursion for the this is nothing but the binomial coefficients. The recursion also has been proved very nicely for the this recurrence relation. Everyone has proved this theorem. There are many other interest. Hence, this is coming up. Hence, this Meru Prastara is coming up to adding up to this. So there are many other interesting things. If you take this shallow diagonal, you will, if you see 1, this is 3, this is 5, this is 8, they all add up to the Virhanga sequence. If you take them shallow diagonal of Meru Prasara, you will end up having Virhanga sequence. Anyway, I will be skipping those details. And as I told, this is nothing but the binomial theorem. So if you take 2 power n, everything you have seen, we are already having 2 power n prastaras are there. That is divided exactly. This is exactly NC1, this is exactly NC2, it is exactly NC3, and this is exactly, this 4, n is 4, right? So 4C1, 4C2, 4C3, 4C4. This is exactly the binomial theorem which, as we know it, right? That is 2 power n, you are dividing it into this part. So, and it's even binomial coefficients. Mm. Okay, so as I told, this all these things again explained in Harayuda in his subject Mrata Sanjeevani commentary. Okay, so I'll conclude my thing. So there is again something related to similar thing is there, that's in Sangita Ratnakara. So now he takes that's just music. Now if it's when it's a poetry, it's either Lagu or Guru. So when it's a music, there are more option, right? There are many different places are there, placeholders are there. You can take all those things. I mean, different talas will be there, and you can assign the values, and you'll be having you can ask a similar question. All the generalization of Fibonacci, and everything else will come up naturally here also. And for example, if you just take 3, like instead of this won't be any this Meru Prastara will not be any. Meru means that this hill, so it will not be 2 dimensional, it will be 3 dimensional, it will be like a pyramid. So, and you can have fourth, you can see it, but it will be I mean 4 dimension also you can write it. You can't write, I mean you can visualize it, you can't do it, but the question can be answered and mathematically you can answer it. Anyway, that is all these things will be actually has been done in Sangita Ratnakara. So this all these are like, for example, a Fibonacci sequence or like a Haskell triangle, what we know it all the, I mean it's not just about that particular sequence, all the basic concepts related to combinatorics all are there in related to music. It's not just whether it's there in the Indian thing or it is there in it's there in Pingala or somebody else. The very interesting part is, I'll stop it here. The very interesting part is all is related to music or like in particularly poetry. Though I mean another interesting part is those who people who may join this, I mean try to learn the poetry from who are interested already in maths. So I mean that adds to a lot of values. Anyway, thank you for giving me opportunity. Sorry if I had taken a little more extra time.
No, no, it's okay. Thank you once again. Thank you for the
Yeah, thank you.
nice talk.
Thank you.
Let me stop the recording.